Hello Chamber members and other interested collaborators. My name is Krista Ross and I'm CEO of the Fredericton Chamber of Commerce. Today, I want to talk to you about our policy priorities for 2018-2019. To fully understand our policy priorities, I think it's important to know our organization's philosophy. The vision of the Fredericton Chamber of Commerce is stronger community through business prosperity. As members of our chamber, board of directors, and staff are primarily local residents, we recognize the symbiotic relationship that exists between business, the community, and the citizenry. Citizens support local business, which creates jobs, grows the economy, and provides government with the resources to provide the social programs, recreational activities, and infrastructure needed in our communities. Our mission statement is support business prosperity through networking, shared services, advocacy, and events. The Fredericton Chamber's vision and mission, along with our close connection to the community, guides every decision that we make as an organization, particularly our policy and advocacy work. So, let me tell you about our policy priorities for 2018-2019. Our first policy priority is working to make the local business environment as competitive as possible. Traditionally, cost competitiveness has been an advantage that we've had in New Brunswick, but this has eroded. Over the past 3 years, NB businesses have seen increases in minimum wage, property tax, corporate tax, HST, EI rates, land transfer tax, and WorkSafe NB premiums have nearly tripled over the past 3 years, amongst other costs. An unknown carbon tax and CPP hikes are looming in 2018 and 2019 respectively. We believe WorkSafe premiums will continue to rise until government intervenes with new legislation, and all the while we are seeing economic growth around 1% annually. While decreasing the province's small business tax is helping, that benefit is being swallowed up on multiple fronts. We have recommended that the government complete a comprehensive tax policy review to ensure that the province is following jurisdictional best practices and that New Brunswick's tax structure is aligned with and is an extension of the province's economic development policy and growth strategy. The only way to sustainably improve the economy is through consistent business growth, and we work with all three levels of government to advocate for the best possible conditions for that growth. The three policy priorities that follow are inhibitors to reaching this goal. Our second policy priority is reducing the provincial debt. New Brunswick's net debt is nearing $15 billion, or about $20,000 for every person living in the province, effectively doubling in the past decade. The province spends $700 million per year in interest payments alone, $80,000 every hour. These numbers don't include NB Power's $5 billion of debt or the $3 to $5 billion that will be spent on the Mactaquac Dam in the near future. Our population is shrinking and aging, making it increasingly difficult to credibly address the situation in any meaningful way. The debt restricts the province's ability to make investments to drive growth, provide services, and keep costs to the businesses and citizens manageable. The Chamber believes that all steps should be taken to prioritize efficiencies within government while rationalizing public assets and services to reflect current realities. More than anything, individuals and businesses want to know that their tax dollars are being put to good use. After a 2-year strategic program review and a steady stream of tax and cost increases over that time, we would have expected some progress to be made on the debt. Our third policy priority is natural resource development. Natural resources are by far Canada's largest export sector, and as a key part of Canada and New Brunswick's economic mix, the Chamber believes that any serious plan for creating jobs, greening our economy, and reaching out to new markets has to place the competitiveness of the resource sector at its core. Natural resources provide crucial, high-paying jobs for people in rural areas. But urban areas benefit as well. Through their extensive supply chains, natural resource firms are important customers of manufacturers, innovative startups, our world-class ICT sector, and other service providers in cities that are miles from the forest, farm, or mine site. Because of their multi-sector impact, natural resource projects provide opportunities that we cannot afford to ignore. The Chamber's fourth policy priority is workforce development. New Brunswick's declining population is one of the greatest threats to sustained economic growth moving forward, and the Fredericton Chamber addresses this issue primarily through working closely with new Canadians and post-secondary students and institutions. On the immigration side, we run 3 government and private sector supported programs to assist entrepreneurial newcomers in getting their businesses launched. The Chamber advocates on the Provincial Nominee Program, Express Entry Program, Startup Visa, and others We also actively work to connect post-secondary students with local businesses and the community, generally by working with businesses, our economic development organizations, post-secondary institutions, and students themselves. There is substantial alignment of goals between these four groups, and the Chamber works to connect them and advocates for policies that puts this alignment into practice. We would love to hear from our members with examples of how any of these issues affect your business. Hearing your personal stories helps us to contextualize policy decisions and better understand how businesses are impacted on the ground. Of course, many issues arise during the course of a year that affect Chamber members that may not fit neatly into one of these four priorities. I would encourage each and every member to contact our office with the issues that keep you up at night. Prioritizing our policy areas allows us to be more efficient in our work and give members more value for their membership. But if an issue is important to you, it's important to us. This is your Chamber of Commerce. The more you are involved, the better we can be.